What's up, everybody? So I'm a minute late. My bad. I was going by microwave time, which is craziness. But yeah, anyway, I'm here now, and this banner's looking odd. Let's get some comments in and see if that banner will just that thing was supposed to keep going. I'm telling you, if it weren't for technical difficulties, well, I can't say I would have no difficulties at all. Yay. So let's start by heading to the comments, seeing what we've got going on. Wait, that first one said StreamYard. LBZ, yo, number one for me so far is the Figma Ultimate Guyver 1. It's a great upgrade from the previous Figma release, along with being a better overall figure than the old Biofighter's Max Factory figure. Huh. I did not know of that one. What was the other one? There was one that you were talking about just a couple weeks ago where you were like, I don't know, maybe this one too. Now I'm annoyed because I didn't make that banner work. Let's see. Harry. Shit. I got nothing. I'm assuming we're going with Gumbo. Maybe. I don't know. Mr. Madsen, good evening, sir. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, anyway, for all those people catching us on the replay, the question is simple. What are your favorite figures so far of 2024? For me, I generally base it on the photogenic stuff when it comes to these things. Sometimes it also has to do with, because I'll talk a lot about articulation and all that. But once in a while, you don't need a figure to be crazy articulated. So I can't put them in an order because I don't know yet. But that Cobra Commander I got recently, he doesn't have a lot of movement at the waist. I wish that companies would just take care of that so we didn't have to mod it all. But it's Cobra Commander, so does he really need a lot of movement at the waist? So I don't know. But honestly, I've been pretty blown away by him. Let's see. Oh, the Abyss Knight, aka Death from Darksiders from Jada Toys Demon Flame Studios. Okay. The Abyss Knight. That's right. That's coming back to me a little bit. But yeah, that thing looks pretty sweet too when you were shooting that. Yeah, I'm gonna play with this banner here and see if I can make it do the things. Ah, see? It's like it's not big enough. So I wonder now if I go to comments. Ah, there we go. So if I show your comment and then hide your comment, that's what happens. Weird, weird, but I'll take it. But yeah, so Cobra Commander for me has been pretty good. There's some like the only Jada figure I bought this year so far, and it makes me kind of sad, is this red Chun-Li. And I really like it, but let's be honest, it's the same figure as this blue Chun-Li. Although I will say, the red Chun-Li, I feel like she was put together a lot better. Like when I got the blue Chun-Li, there was something, one of her heads was on there really loose and all that. This Chun-Li feels really good in hand. I think she's better construction than the blue Chun-Li. And then there's multiple others. Like I loved getting Bane. I think the Batman that showed up that was on tonight's prompt pick is awesome. I love that Captain America. There's too much good stuff. Ahoy, wreck ship. What's going on, man? Good to see you, sir. Now let's try pushing buttons. Got Raptor. Let's see. Oh, Iron Grenadier and Iron Grenadier back today. Currently having to do a boil bath on Raptor and IG. Their bicep swivels are sticking. Oh, I hate when that happens. But at least because many of us have been in this game a long time, we know what to do. You do the boil bath, you do a hot glue gun, you do a hair dryer, all the things that you need to do to loosen that stuff up. And I got to fire those things off because in case somebody that hasn't watched these kinds of things before is watching tonight, well, hey, now you know when things stick, just heat them up and game on. But yeah, I'm trying to think of all the ones I've gotten this year. Like, I tend to not, I'm not a great reviewer because I'm not going to get something that I know I'm probably not going to like. Like, I literally feel bad for Anthony's Customs because he has made it his job to review all the things. And Marvel Legends is a popular line, but every time Marvel Legends gets on there, they just get eviscerated. And so I'm like, oh man, I never want to have to buy stuff that I know I'm not going to like he does with the Legends. MAFEX Bane, Savage Crucible, Ninvilmir, MAFEX Storm Shadow. MAFEX, I'm going with Mezco Storm Shadow, Mr. Matson. Classified Road Pig, Mythic Legions, Frankenstein's Creature. Man, I do want that Road Pig. Let's see, Mezco Storm Shadow. I feel like if I get that Storm Shadow, I need to get the Snake Eyes too. And oh dear, Mr. Stabby, it's an Angry Wallet. Ninvilmir, that's the green one, right? Because that thing's crazy. And obviously, Bane is amazing. Wreck ship Raptor is in my pile of loot. I need to ship that. Haven't found Iron Grenadier or anyone else for the wave yet. Ah, man. All right, before we go much further, everybody, did everybody here apply for the big or send in your submission for the Big Bad Toy Store sweepstakes? Let's see, I can't stop taking pictures of that Road Pig. That thing, it looks amazing. Like that's the one, I'm kind of like, man, I need to pick that up. And like you said, just make a couple quick adjustments on Jinx and she'd be awesome. So clearly I need to pick her up as well. If you get the Mezco Snake Eyes, try to get the Commando version. Of course you'd say that. That was the exclusive, right? What's wrong with the regular one? I submitted for the BBTS sweepstakes. Good man, Mr. Matson. Good man. I fired that off last night, finally. It felt good to finally get it all sent out. It's good times. Ooh, snow bears. At least now you guys can see me drink, unlike Monday night when there'd just be this crazy silence. Nobody had any idea why. I got lucky because a buddy of mine found the IGs locally at one of the Walmarts late last night. Nice, wreck ship. That's almost how you have to do it. Like somebody's got to be somewhere late when something just shows up in stock, or it's all about the pre-orders. And I think people are getting a little gun shy on pre-orders lately. I saw Doc, Jinx, and Night Creeper in the store today. They are a wave behind. I did see Jinx. What was it? I think I saw Jinx at my Target less than a week ago. So yeah, I didn't see the others. The Ninja Snake Eyes from Mezco just isn't that great, and the Classified Wolf is way better. Okay. All right, that's good to know. And I do enjoy that Classified Wolf. I still have a lot of fun with Timber. In fact, the other night, like when I did the prompt pick with Timber, I thought I gotta make Timber look really mean and cool or something. And I felt like I was able to do it. So I was pretty excited because for a long time, I mean, you guys know we could never get animals to do anything. But yeah, I was trying to figure out, hang on, let me see if I can get, of course I don't have that here. Wait a second, I know what I can do. I can go to my Twitter page because I've got several of figures up there. I don't have my hard drive right here. So it's going to be, I could get up and disappear from the screen, but I don't know exactly where the hard drive is. Or I might just say, guys, I'm getting up for a sec. I think I know where it is, but is that really good enough? Probably not. All right, so I'm logging into the Twitter now. I'm going to end up on the profile. I'm going to find the picture. And then I'll share it with you guys just because that's the, let's see here. There we go. That's kind of, it's the best shot I've got of what I've gotten so far this year. So let's do that. There's Twitter. All right. So this is just the thumbnail I used for tonight. I really like the Usagi's. But I think the regular Usagi was a cartoon version from last year. Like this is the Year of the Rabbit 4-pack, and the one that is my favorite is either that one or the Space Usagi. I think those are awesome. When it comes to like Kirby, Kirby's not a great action figure. I mean, to be honest, but it's Kirby. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Even if I got enough stuff where suddenly Kirby, didn't make whatever honorable mention, he would still make the honorable mentions because he's Kirby. So he's kind of just there because he's Kirby. He's awesome. Now we've got Duke. You guys know my feelings on Duke. Horrible character, but they knocked it out of the park with that figure. And you can see this picture is from when I had Cobra Commander still in his package. I really like that Cobra Commander. He's pretty amazing. Last Ronin Raphael, awesome. I love, like, that's the NECA figure I have that feels the most like a toy, like an action figure. Obviously, this MAFEX Batman I think is awesome, but I don't know. I feel like the Hush one is still kind of the favorite, but I don't know if it's the. Yeah, never mind. I was going to say I don't know if it's the favorite because it's the sentimental favorites, but it's the favorite because of the design of the costume, I think. Skeletor is always hilarious, but I don't think he'd make the top 10. And off the frame here, we've got Bane over here somewhere. And Bane is pretty. I mean, we've talked about Bane. He's ridiculously good. Mr. Madsen, I have 3 of those wolves, 3 gray, 1 white. I need more white so I can dye it black. Oh, see, now you're putting together a wolf army. That would be sweet. I saw one that somebody did. I don't know if they had done, actually, it was on John Spencer's page. I don't know if he did it. I didn't think to ask, but there was like a black stripe down the back of one of the wolves, and it looked really good. And I thought it might have been a timber, but I'm not 100% sure enough to ask because it looked like it was a custom job. Oh man, a black wolf would be sick. Yep, I 1000% agree. CT Toys Black Suit Spider-Man 97 Wolverine for okay, hold on, Dave. Wind it up. Frazetta Girls Tigra, Ben Cooper horror costume figures, She-Hulk, CT Toys Agent Venom. Oh, that's right. I forgot CT Toys did that. Did the Venom. And their Black Suit Spider-Man, wasn't that the MAFEX Spider-Man that they did? 97 Wolverine. Yeah, he is pretty good. I got to give it to Legends on that one. Tigra looks awesome. The Ben Cooper horror costume figures. See, at first I was all being a snob about those because they didn't have a lot of extras, but then I'm going, what kid is going to get into fisticuffs with my Bane? So maybe I can be a little less of a sub or a snob on those. And I thought that She-Hulk, they sculpted her. Wow, words, they sculpted her fantastically. If she had had a ball jointed waist, I probably would have picked her up. I did see her in Target at one point. I'm like, ooh, this does look good. Agent Venom, yeah, that one's sweet. I can't fault anybody for digging that guy. Tragic, what is up, Dave in chat? What is up, Tragic? Thank you for stopping by, man. I know I've got texts and all this stuff to catch up on. This is how the days go, guys. Literally, I got here about 5 minutes before the live stream started because I was out helping mom with stuff. And the reason it started late is because I looked at the microwave timer instead of the computer timer so I could make the tea. These are, and I was telling Tragic this, these are my break for the week. So I always look forward to the live streams. Nolan, what's going on, man? Just got off work. Same here, a little bit, kind of. Helping mom. Good to see you, Nolan. Thank you for stopping by. So, yeah, that's basically what I've got as far as all this stuff. I mean, it's not tons. And like I said, I've got the red Chun-Li that gets added to this. I'm sure there's something else off the screen that I'm not thinking of. Cap is awesome. If you guys love MAFEX, you need to get that Captain America. He is ridiculously good. I don't know, as I'm trying to figure out the order of what I think are the best figures, his shield is kind of finicky and a little annoying. You can make it work, and it's not like impossible to make it work, but it's just a little annoying. So I wonder if I take that into consideration when it comes to him versus Bane. But on the other hand, I found out when I was looking at my photos that I sold off my Marvel Legends collection in 2021, and I needed a Captain America since then. And he was the one character I was really missing. So I'm so stoked to have him. I don't even know what to do anymore. MAFEX is my favorite action figure brand. Yes, mine too, Mirage. Mine too. I've told people if I could only collect one line, it would be MAFEX. My top figures of the year in no particular order: Road Pig, Twilight Guard, Big Boa, Retro Duke, and Vamp and Clutch. See, yeah, Retro Duke is a really good figure. And you guys keep talking about Road Pig. I know that I need him. Like, he was already on the radar, but it's good to hear everybody saying how cool he was. Now, Ship, did you end up getting the Cobra Commander, the retro one? Because genuinely, that chrome faceplate, he's amazing. Tragic. All good, Dave. I'm not a chick. Good Lord, man. Ladies, I did not read that out loud, and Tragic did not accidentally type that. I think that was his wife that was in there just to mess with everybody. Get back to me when you can, man. No worries. Cheers. Cheers with a beer. Grazie, man. I appreciate it. Right. I was referring to the title typo. Wait, I got a type. Oh, no. Did I really? Oh, that's not cool. I could fix that now. I'm telling you, I'm in a hurry all the time. Maybe I should have done that. MAHEX is awesome, though. Let's see. I still don't have a single MAHEX or MAFEX figure. Oh, man. You got to get it. You got to do it, Mirage. It's got to happen. I'm telling you though, once you do, you become a figure snob. That's just what happens. That's the rule of things. Man, I'm lucky. I got two road pigs, one to keep in the box, and the other I'm going to, let's see, go hog wild on him. I have some really good ideas. What could you do with him? Like with the lighting it up? I mean, I'm sure you could do some kind of dirty wash and all that stuff for him, but he's got the hammer. You know what's awesome about that road pig is the big pig mask. That cracks me up. And the fact that he doesn't look exactly like the 80s version. That's my favorite. Tragic. Don't worry. We all cover for the people here. Did you see my retro CC pics with the playing cards reflected in his faceplate? I did not. Might need to look those up, actually. That sounds cool. Ship. I skipped him for now. I have the Snake Supreme Cobra Commander. Yeah, yeah. You know, that's got me thinking. The Cobra Commander that we just got, the retro one, if they did that one in black, ooh, that would look really cool. Ooh, black and gold on that thing with the chrome faceplate. Or what if they decided to do like a gold chrome for the superior for the Supreme Cobra Commander, like a repaint like that? That'd be sweet. Now that I've got that retro Cobra Commander, they can go nuts with whatever they want to do with them, and I'd probably pick it up. Whoops, I got the MAFEX brown suit Wolverine this year too. That would be my number one. The MAFEX brown suit Wolverine is amazing. That is my favorite Wolverine of all time, and I bought a lot of Wolverines in my day. He's probably the figure I bought the most of. So yeah, man, congratulations. That thing's amazing. Let's see. I will now push more buttons. Great War Gallery. Good evening, all. How's it going, Dave? I am doing well, sir. Thank you for stopping by. Did you get my message? And if so, fantastic, because clearly I need to check my Instagram more. Tragic. I got the Marine Sniper and another Halo Jumper, Mezco Duke, to arrive as well tomorrow. I'm hearing very good things about Mezco Duke. So who all, I think somebody on here got him. Let me know. Was it you, Mr. Matson? But yeah, Mezco Duke sounds pretty amazing from what I'm hearing. Dave, you need to look up the Python Patrol Cobra Commander. It's interesting. Great. So are you basically saying that what I just described was the Python Patrol Cobra Commander? And now I'm going to look at that and be like, ooh, necessary. I feel so rude drinking tea. I can't even offer you guys any tea right now. Yes, sir. We are all good. Fantastic, man. Glad you got it. Tragic. I'm not going to use a wash. I'm going to repaint the shoulder pads and I'm installing an LED in the hog hammerhead with a flame effects. And then I'm going to repaint the hog head sculpt. And dude, that is insane. Flames coming out of that thing? Oh. Nope, I missed the Mezco Duke, Roadblock, and Firefly. I really want Firefly, but I didn't think Duke or Roadblock were worth it. Yeah, there was something about when I first saw Duke, I thought his face sculpts weren't quite right, but people are saying it's turned out really good. It's really looking awesome. There is a hobby show in Japan today, so expect reveals at 9:30 p.m. Japan time. Ooh, what's that? That's 13 hours ahead of us now. Okay, so it's 8:23 a.m. in Japan. Well, it's 13 hours ahead of me, but either way, it's still 8:23 Japan time in the morning. Me and speaking is weird. First thing I did was put a flame effect in the hog's head hammer. That's awesome. I would not have thought of that. Like seriously, I just see a huge cinder block looking thing. I wonder if I'm misremembering the new road pig. Installed 2 red LED lights in the head. Oh man. Star, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Moonbase 2. I wish that it resembled the original Road Pig more. Was disappointed. Hoping they do a retro version. They probably will. I mean, it seems that they're doing a lot of retros, especially the really popular characters. And I don't know that Road Pig, I don't know that he's a popular character, but it seems to be a super popular figure. So it seems to me they would do that. Like when you think GI Joe, Road Pig doesn't automatically spring to the top of your brain. You know, it's like Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, Duke, Cobra, Commander. Let's see, everybody being so cool to the people. I love seeing it. Nolan, 9:30 a.m. Friday in Tokyo, Japan is 7:30 p.m. Thursday Central. Got it. Got it. Okay. Da, 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 da. Why do I have that in my head? I've got Police Academy in my head, folks. Nothing against this one, just wasn't for me. And I get that, Moonbase. I think most people want the retros just upscaled. Me, I prefer like a newer take on them. But now that I feel like now that we've got the perfect retro Cobra Commander, we've got the perfect retro Scarlet, the perfect retro Duke, and all that stuff, I feel like now they can kind of go nuts and just have fun. Because right now, honestly, I trust the design team to do that. I think they're good enough where they can pull it off and things would look really cool. They better do a Sonic Fighters Road Pig ASAP. Oh my god, dude, what was that? He was the one that was crazy orange, right? And he had even it was almost neon orange hair, and he had the neon green backpack, didn't he? And like just dark blue pants or so. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if I had him. I'm not sure. He was crazy though. The hammer flame effects idea came from Fallout 3, hammer with the flame effects. Oh, okay, got it. So maybe me just not playing my video games is the problem. He was definitely, at least in my group of friends, BITD. Help me out. Help me out. I should know. I should know BITD. I've seen it before. Nolan was busy talking, let's see, taking down storm shutters after Milton. Oh yeah, how's everybody? Anybody that was down around Milton, how are things going? Everybody all right? Anybody else in the chat that had to deal with that? I know we had a few people that were hunkering down and all that stuff. Somebody was telling me, yeah, the governor or somebody told Florida residents in one area, you got to go like now. Just waiting for whatever Bandai is going to show soon. I'm just stoked that there's another show because we've been dry on like what's going on here. But I just read, what was it, a day or two ago, that New York Comic Con is happening next weekend. So that could be why. Glad you're all good, Star. Yeah, yeah. It was nice to hear that you're taking down the stuff. Ironic Bionic. What's up, man? Been a bit. Let's see. That Elric of Minebone. I can't remember. Mr. Manson told me how to pronounce that, and I blew it. Fig coming from Savage Crucible looks wicked. Milnabone, right? Ah, phone. Sorry, guys. All right. Thank you, brother. We had it easy this far south. Can't say the same for the folks up north, unfortunately. Yeah, I haven't been watching the news that much, so I just don't know. I mean, I knew Milton was landing. That was about it. Anyone play that new G.I. Joe video game yet? It's an arcade style beat 'em up. I'm waiting for it to go on sale. Huh. I did not even know about it. But we are getting off topic. Hang on, hang on. I'm going to pull up the topic. It's too short to be a banner, but here it is. Anybody that's just tuning in, this is the question that we're answering on this fine live stream. And the reason that my X/Twitter is pulled up there is because I didn't get a lot this year, and that's the closest I've got to the figures that I have picked up being in a photo together. But there's a few that are going to get added to that. No worries. I can't wait, by the way. I'm pretty excited about a lot of stuff happening. Now, let's see. Want to make sure that I'm not when I hide the comments, the alerts for where I was disappears. That Elric is a must-have for me. Yeah. It looks good. Ah, jumping all over the place. Melnibone. Okay, got it, sir. Thank you. Melnibone. I swear I can pronounce things. See, I just did. I pronounced things. My fault. One of my favorites from this year would be Tigra from the Frazetta Girls. Tigra seems to be getting quite a bit of votes. Like I've seen a lot of people talking about her lately. But anybody else that didn't see the little call there, the little question, what is it that you think are the best action figures in 2024 so far? I'll tell you, Cap is Cap is very photogenic. So is Bane. So is Cobra Commander. So is that Batman. I don't get stuff that's not photogenic except Quick Kick. Okay, Quick Kick is the one figure I've picked up this year that I was horribly disappointed in, and then he broke. So I'm like, okay, Quick Kick is my one bad purchase, which I actually feel good about that. Those three Many Toys goblins are a must buy too. Oh, Many Toys. That stuff was looking ridiculous when we were looking at all the stuff that was over in Shanghai. Oh, I'm gonna need to start digging into those a little bit. Star, I'm glad you listed favorite and not best. Best is a matter of opinion. Well, favorite is too, if we're being honest. Favorite is much more accurate. For me, it's probably the SHF Star Wars Darth Vader from the Kenobi series. Love it. Yeah, that's one thing. So I got my Revenge of the Sith Yoda off of Amazon Japan, and that Darth Vader, the one for A New Hope, is still there. And I know that A New Hope Vader is basically the Obi-Wan Kenobi Vader, and everybody talks about how good it is. So I'm pretty tempted to go back on Amazon Japan and be like, hey, I need to go grab that Vader. He's probably going to be cheaper than what we'll see him at later on down the road. I enjoy Wrath of Cobra Game. That's the new one, the beat 'em up. My sister is in the Keys. She's okay. They have a bit of flooding. Well, I'm glad she's okay, man. Did their place actually get flooded, or is it just the area? I mean, I know the Keys. The Keys are pretty low, aren't they? I mean, it's not obviously they're not the Rockies, but they're not very much above sea level as far as I know. Raj, I am posing my Chief Continent Zaroff kit currently, and got to say, out of all the figures that I got this year that aren't older figures, it is so far reaching my top. Okay, all right. I love hearing that people are like, oh no, this is awesome. One of the nice things about a live stream like this is I'm pretty basic, right? Like I'll sit here and I'll say, I don't know, is it Captain America? Is it Bane? Is it any of these characters that the whole world's heard of? But then you guys will throw these really cool characters that I haven't heard of in there. And then I have to look them up and say, oh man, now I'm sad because I don't have them. I got the Mezco Doc Nocturnal monster that hunts monsters on order. I have a feeling that figure is let's see, is going to take this year's top spot. That one looks awesome. Like I said, that's the one where had I just had the money sitting there, I might have gone nuts and been like, okay, let's get us some Doc Knock. Chunky design, but surprisingly very posable and very durable because of it using ABS plastic like your usual action figures. Really? That sounds cool, Mirage. Sounds like something I would be totally down with. Ah. All right, so let's see. What else do we have? Oh, we got Star talking. I feel so petty admitting this, but my stored figs are lifted up off the ground for fear of flooding. The house getting wrecked, and I'm worried about the figures. What's wrong with me? That's just pragmatic. That's pragmatism in action, Star. That's not even anything to worry about. This is the big time hobby. Chances are, I mean, there's probably a lot of people down in Florida that have a lot of their stuff lifted just because hurricane season goes crazy. I mean, I'm assuming that was Florida. Death Sparrow from Delta 17 is also in my top picks for this year. Death Sparrow, Delta 17. Help me out, Nolan. Is that who makes that? Yeah, I definitely recommend it. You can easily get it at Alibaba, but I think it's around 30 bucks now. Well, that's not too bad. How big is the figure? Is it 1/12 scale? Harry, I'm posing, let's see, the Bandai Chainsaw Man figure. Not bad for 20 bucks. Nice. I've been looking at the SHF Chainsaw Man. I do have to get into some anime stuff at some point. It's probably anime, is how I should say it. I sent the CC pics with the cards on IG. You might need to change how you access it or update settings. I don't know why you couldn't see the images I sent previously. You used to be able to see them. I who knows? I know, but we'll see. It might be there could be something. I know Tragic told me last time, hey, maybe update your computer. And once I updated it, I could see myself on the screen again. So that's all it took, by the way, Tragic, to get everything fixed so I could be on StreamYard is just updating the computer. So maybe that was a problem too. Maybe that's what was going on with Instagram. Delta 17 makes Delta 17 figures. They are O-ring. Got it. Okay, Mr. Madsen, thank you. Good Lord. This is me truly just hanging out in the 112, 110th space. Whoops. Meant by AliExpress, and it's 1/144th scale. Okay, cool beans. Thank you, Mirage. I appreciate it. Let's see, around 5 inches then. Okay. That thing's supposed to be huge then. Nolan, they're a new O-ring line from Delta 17. Small company. Ken from Toy Connections is involved with them. Okay, okay. Man, I gotta get. I feel like I'm on an island in this whole toy community people thing, just because I've been so doing my own thing, I guess. I think that the 3-0 Transformers DLX figs are clearly in my favorites. I'm a fan, so maybe it's just bias. Still, I love them. Star, I love my MDLX figures. I haven't gotten the DLX just because they're as big as they are. But yeah, my MDLXs are awesome. I still need to get the Seekers. I need Sideswipe, and I need Roddy, and I need Jazz. There's a lot of adjustments I have to make. Like right now, I feel like I'm catching up a little on Jada, not near enough, but I've got to catch up on them. I've got to catch up on MAFEX, and I've got to catch up on the MDLX. I love what 3-0 does. Yeah, what Matthew said. No, we're good. We're good. I appreciate the info, guys. Ironic. I caved and pre-ordered the Memory Toys Necromancer and Imp. That's what we were trying to figure out, or that's what I was trying to figure out the other night. It was the Necromancer and the Imp. The Imp is the little green-looking devil guy, right? I was trying to come up with that. See, either the MAFEX Eradicator or the MAFEX Superboy or the SHF Wolverine. And hi! What the plastic? Thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Let's see. I didn't get the Superman Returns MAFEX figures. For whatever reason, I just thought they weren't around long enough, so I didn't pick them up. But maybe Superboy is worth it. SHF Wolverine looks really good. So does their Deadpool. Ah, things are getting skipped. Storm Collectible, Shao Kahn, and Goro. I like this year's Figure Obscura releases too. Oh, yeah. Have a nice or love a nice figure. Thank you for stopping, man. Yeah, those look good. It all looks good. I had a live stream, what was it, a couple weeks now, where I was like, I feel overwhelmed, guys, because there's so much good stuff. Like, even if you decided that you were just going to get one figure out of each line just to see what you thought of the line, you'd still be spending a ton of money because so many lines are out there right now. But so many of them are doing such great work that it's hard to choose. I'm glad to hear the update fixed it. Oh yeah, man, it totally did. I felt kind of silly too because I'm usually on top of updates. So when you said that, and I'm going, seriously, I know there's an update in there. I kind of wanted to kick myself, but that's difficult to do when you're sitting down. Let's see. Love a nice figure. Agreed. The creature looks so good. Yeah. Frankenstein's creature. See, Great War Gallery. I only have the MDLX Megatron and love it. The MDLX Megatron is probably my favorite MDLX figure, and I've got the Optimus and the Bumblebee to go with him. But yeah, that Megatron is ridiculously good, and I don't mind. A lot of people didn't like that his chest wasn't flatter. I don't mind that it's not. I think it's a cool looking update for Megs. Not a fig, but the Gridiron Group Pounder and Howitzer are awesome. Tons of fun. Man, I haven't picked those up. Love a nice figure. I need to get. What I get? I got a roadblock. When I got the roadblock, what was it? Heavy infantry or whatever, the one that looked like the 84 roadblock. I ordered a gridiron set to go with them, and it totally completed the look. I just haven't gotten much that Gridiron has made stuff for recently. Tragic. My 2024 figs, King Conan, Mezco Firefly, La Muerta. That's not a bad crew because I've heard the good things about the Firefly. Everybody says Conan's amazing. And La Muerta looks like she turned out crazy good. I'm still shocked that her paint came out as well as it did. Star, I was crushed last night. There was an SHF Han Solo open last night on Hobby Link Japan. Panic. Typing as fast as I could, hit the order button, and someone grabbed him a moment before. Oh, Star, you hate to hear that. On the plus side, if it's the SHF Han Solo that was recently announced and recently went up for pre-order, once those start dropping, then you're going to be able to stay on top of the import sites at least, and hopefully catch when stock comes in and people have canceled their pre-orders. If it was the one from way back, oh, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to do there. I honestly, I think that one looks like the better Han Solo, the original one, because I think the new one looks like, and I brought this up before, but he looks like Dennis Quaid doing a Harrison Ford impression. That's the closest description I can come up with how the face looks. What the plastic? I don't really care for the SHF Deadpool because I can get the Marvel Legends for 25 bucks. Yep, I get that. Great War Gallery. Yes, chest is okay with me. The hip skirts are my only complaint. Hip skirts on all those MDLX ones get kind of crazy. If you just remember when you're posing them, like for me, what I've had to think about is okay, hip skirts first. Like if I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with the legs, I just pull all the hip skirts up, which, depending on who came in at what point in the conversation, could sound awkward. Ah, sorry about that. Yes, La Muerta is my fave this year. I can't stop photographing her. Yeah, she looks, every picture I've seen of her, she looks amazing. Star, it was the new one. I've got one of the originals, but I can't convince myself to open them. I want one I can open without feeling like I just committed a crime. Star, you've got the better one. I truly believe you've got the better one. So maybe what you can do, because you know how we're never quite sure we're getting an authentic one anymore from the ones from way back. Maybe just see if you can find a third party version of it and order like the one you've got, but make it a third party maker if they actually make those. I don't know. Get that one and then have that one on display, and it'll be awesome. Especially if you don't want to open that one. I have to tell you, personally, I would be okay with committing that crime. That Han Solo is rad. What the plastic? I love watching your content. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's a blast to put it together. I need to do more videos. I'm starting to get itchy. Like I've had Cobra Commander now for a little bit. I've had Captain America for a little bit, and I haven't done videos for them. And I feel like I need to do videos for them. Spaded one, crikey! Good Lord, man. Did you come in here with Crocodile Hunter vibes? I hope so, because I just went with his version of crikey. That's a big mother. And here I am just sitting on the Twitter. Let's get out of here. Log out? Yes, please. Let's go find, because a few of you have brought this up. You know what? I need to refine my search. You'd think I'd know how to use the Google machine by now. Let's find this and see. All right. God, my head got huge. All righty. Present, share screen, boom shakalaka. All right, here we go, gang. Here's the one that people are saying, this one is sweet. See, here's a sub. Awesome, What the Plastic. I appreciate it, man. That is very cool. Always dig that. Might have to do that. My buddy from home had an original 1977 Han Solo in mint. His nephew was staying at his house and wanted to play with something. His grandmother found. Oh, okay. Now that I would feel like I committed a crime. That's gonna leave a mark. Ouch. That's a horror story I don't have. Oh wow. All right, for those just joining, here we go. What are your favorite figures of 2024 so far? And the reason I thought to do that is because, well, we're basically already 3/4 of the way through the year, which, let's be honest, is absolutely insane. But yeah, let's grab this, take a peek here at La Muerta. She does look good. My only problem with the stuff that these guys put out, Loose Collector, is the fact that there's no waist movement. And this one particularly, it bugs me that there's no waist movement just because she's going to break up the sculpt. Although, that almost looks like there is waist. Help me out, guys. Am I wrong? Is there waist movement on La Muerta and I didn't know it? I would love to be wrong. Yeah, and definitely a photogenic figure with all those accessories. And for those just tuning in and haven't watched for a while or have never seen this, the way that I kind of define a photogenic figure is if all the stuff they come up with gives you just tons of options for photos. Now, generally, that means I want a bunch of hands and I want some other weapons. Extra head is awesome as well. It's just extras and it's good articulation. That's what I generally think of when it comes to photogenic figures. Ah, okay, let's see. Let's head back. I can't wait till Roja comes next year. She will go great with La Muerta. I forgot about that. They basically replaced the black on her with red, correct? And I thought Roja was pink. But then again, I only learned how to write in Spanish. We didn't actually learn how to speak it when I took it. Let's see, figures of the year, The Marshall by Ramen Toy and all the Joes I've gotten this year, mainly Doc and Quick Kick. They are avenged. Nameless by Maestro Union as well. I should know which one. Nameless. Never mind. I got it. Yeah, Quick Kick. Quick Kick. Way to totally. There will be no dissension, Skew Raider. So Quick Kick was the only figure I bought this year so far that I was a little disappointed in. And my thing, I don't know, I'm sure you probably heard me talk about it, was that he didn't have bigger shoulders. But also, when I was swapping out his hands, the peg broke in his wrist. And I didn't expect that from G.I. Joe, so I was a little disappointed. But the one thing Quick Kick has going for him, I still have that figure because who's going to sell a broken Quick Kick? But the one thing he definitely has going for him is the frozen fudgy bar. But everything else, like I saw a picture of the Marshall today, that thing looks amazing. Skew diaphragm joints on La Muerta, right? Yeah, diaphragm joint for sure, but I don't know that she's got anything at the waist, and yet one picture almost made it look like she did. No waist movement. Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. There was one picture that almost sold it. But yeah, once they start making them so there's a little more waist movement, like the wolf, like the werewolf, I'll be like, oh man, I'm gonna definitely need to try these. Nameless one is dope. Yeah. Yeah, it took me a minute to remember which one that was. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. No waist movement, but you can get past it with the upper torso being able to move and having double jointed elbow and knees makes it even better. Yeah, the double jointed stuff is awesome. I saw Mad Hatter today talk about the Lion-O, the Super 7 Lion-O. And that was his thing, was just, I just want double joints. And truly, guys, if those turtles knocks it out of the park with the pre-orders, I think you're going to see Super 7 start to go nuts with double joints. I think it's going to happen. I really do. Let's see, this is not from 2024, but I really want the Rebel Tech One Punch Man. That's all right, man. There's a lot of Rebel Tech. I still want Rebel Tech cable. And yeah. And that One Punch Man does look good. Is that so? I saw one recently on BBTS. Is that a reissue? Just seeing the Maestro Union Hyena pick. So good. Yep. Yep. They're doing incredible stuff. That's the one with kind of the witch doctor mask, right? Skew Raider. The Wabbit. La 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 la. Oh boy. You always can count on bad Elmer Fudd impressions when you show up here. Ghost Tav, hello. Ghost Tav, while we're chatting here, what have been your favorite figures of 2024 so far? I had fun taking pics with La Muerta and that blast effect. I need to make a new one. Oh, yeah. She looked good in those shots. that only sounded a little pervy. Let's see. What the plastic? Sorry, I can't stay any longer, dude. Happy collecting, everyone. What the plastic? Thank you for stopping by, man. Hopefully, we'll see you more. Enjoy the evening. See, Ghost Tab, by the way, you can get NECA 2-pack TMNT first appearance in Best Buy. Are you kidding right now? Because they still have that on order. Like, I ordered that a while back and I still don't have it. Are you talking the black and white one or are you talking the full color? Because the full color is the one that I ordered from NECA and I still haven't gotten an email. And I thought it was supposed to be September that they shipped those. Star, I was a big fan of the SH Monster Arts Godzilla -1 and would have called it a favorite. But the way the top articulated fins would constantly fall out just killed it for me. Quality matters. Star, I 1000% agree. When you got a figure that looks amazing, that moves amazing, has all kinds of awesome accessories and all that stuff, and then it's so fiddly that you can't move anything without something falling off or all that stuff. It totally kills that figure. It drives me crazy. Tragic waste. I got you. I got you. It's a waste of a waste. I don't even know what I'm saying. Can figure art. Let's see. CSM figure arts was my favorite, or was my figure of the year. CSM. Help me out, Ghost Av. I probably should know, shouldn't I? La, 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 la. Chainsaw Man. Got it. Got it. He looked sweet. Yeah, there's so much that I need to try. Hoping that Haya Toys does the -1 version soon, man. Haya and SH Monster Arts being in a bit of a Godzilla battle is kind of cool, actually. I like it. Black and white. Okay, okay. I feel better about that just because I have the others ordered way back when. Can't wait for my Retro Cobra Commander and the new Punisher to ship from Pulse UK. Man, yeah, that Retro Cobra Commander, he's much cooler than I thought he'd be. I'm pretty impressed with him. I didn't get the new Punisher. So you're talking Punisher from the Punisher Bushwhacker pack, right? With the crazy arm. I already got my exclusive color first appearance 2-pack. Dang it, Ghost Tab. I still haven't gotten the email. Hopefully sometime soon. How long ago did you get that? Because I'm wondering, should I get a hold of NECA? I also got them back in September. Why, now I didn't get to them until the third day of the pre-order, so maybe that was part of it. Maybe they are going in order, and I was just later than a lot of people. Does it count that I already know that Doc Knock and Junkyard Joe will be in my top 5 of 2024? For Vehicle of the Year, Ramen Racer. You know what? I'm sure that Cap and Bane will be in my top 5, so you're totally good with that. Ramen Racer, man, you guys keep talking about that, and I still don't have it. Yes, it totally counts. It totally counts. I'm curious about the van a little bit. I like what Valaverse is doing with the Vanguard, putting the stuff up front to make it just this total vehicle that looks like it's going to smash through brick walls. And I like that Ramen's doing that with the van as well. So that kind of just Mad Max look, I really like. And I kind of like that with the Ramen Racer too. So we'll see. We'll see. Can't wait to see if the Jada Toys Cyberpunk Edge Runners figs and the 52 Toys Alien fig end up in my favorites pantheon. Man, that Alien fig, I'll be very curious about, but I am beyond curious about the Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Somebody was bringing that up on the X feed today, is they were saying, I really want to know how the cloth goods work. And I do too. I want to see how Jada knocks that stuff out of the park. All right, gang, for anybody tuning in, here's the question. What are your favorite figures of 2024 so far? It's a good question. I like the question. Mr. Manson, Wave 3 Savage Crucible pre-order begins tomorrow. Oh man. Still got what's the one with the piranha guys? Was that Wave 2? I need that to ship. See, tragic surely counts. Fire. Absolutely. And then I wonder, do I count things differently? Like, how do I figure this stuff out? I was lucky and pre-ordered the 2-pack on day one. Okay, Ghost Av. Hopefully that's it. Like last time I checked the order, it did say unfulfilled. So at least NECA's system knows that they haven't sent it yet. So maybe I'll just look at that. I know they kept saying, don't ask us, don't ask us. See, Ramen is coming out with a Mad Maxish car. Looks awesome. I saw that, Nolan, and I can't wait to see what people think of it. I really want the Musk, but I'm not sure that's happening. We'll see. It depends. I know I need more dios, but I feel like it's better for Toypixx to get more figures. So I'll have to see what happens. Let's see. Thanks for the heads up. Any word on Elric date yet? Ooh. Melnibone. Maybe. Melnibone. Ah. NECA's Vincent Price and Christopher Lee Dracula both look great. Can't wait for them to arrive. Yeah, the Vincent Price, I feel like he's a necessity, and I love the look of that Christopher Lee Dracula. Like, genuinely, those two, if I decide to go nuts with a horror collection, I think it would honestly start with those two. Or if I'm just in the store and on a whim, I decide to pick up a different horror figure. Like, the Frankenstein sits around, and I think the Frankenstein looks really good. The Ramen Razor. My Dreadnoks need one of those. Oh, is that called the Ramen Razor? Either way, I like the name. Ghost Tab. I don't know how to properly pick one favorite of the year. I can compare NECA to Figuarts or Marvel Legends or Hot Toys, maybe by price range. That was something I was just trying to figure out. Like, I love Jada's stuff. I love what I picked up from Classified. But then obviously I'm going to love MAFEX way, like a lot, because of all the extras that they've got. I was about to say way more. I'm not sure that's true. So I keep wondering, like, I haven't gotten a lot this year, and I am going to add quite a few before the end of the year. But I keep wondering, should I even do a top 10? Because by the end of the year, it might be that I only have 30 or 35 figures, and they're not from a bunch of different lines. So I'm not sure I can accurately judge that. Or should I do more of a Toypixx retrospective of 2024? To be very honest, the top 10 video would do much better than a Toypixx retrospective. So we'll see what I decide. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't know exactly what to do there. I know last year, well, it was either last year or the year before, the video was top 10 figures under 50 bucks and something like top 5 figures over 50 bucks. But that might not even be enough of a delineation, you know? See, wave 3 is the Paranoids. Okay, cool beans, Mr. Manson. Thank you. Because that one was ordered a while back, and I haven't gotten any information, but that was ordered. Mom actually ordered that, so she doesn't know. I've got to check her email, basically, to find out about that. I just checked. Best Buy has the black and white 2-pack for ordering online. Fantastic. If anybody wants that black and white turtle set, the first turtles, game on, go for it. SKU Raider, don't know. I think it's wave 4, so 3 to 4 months for the pre-order, 67 for delivery, if they can keep the pace up. Savage Crucible, another one I gotta try and play with. Well, I mean, the Piranoid's coming eventually. Musk was purposefully delayed to finish work and space out releases. Still coming soon. Ah, yeah. See, I was staying on top of the Musk news, but I haven't been lately. So we shall see. I still want that ubiquitous thing that Tragic was talking about. That thing looks awesome too. And both of them would work with pretty much every figure ever. So then you're going, well, the ubiquitous one is $100. The Musk is going to be more like 400. What do you do? What do you do? So if the toy is older, but you got it this year, does that count? Harry will count it for the purposes of this discussion. What do you got? Because I'll be honest, if I get that, or when I get that Tiger Stripe MAFEX Wolverine one day, that's going to be something that I'm like, this is going to be an instant favorite because I love Wolverine that much. Nearly pulled the trigger on the mini work Ranger of the North, Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. Too hesitant about quality from unknown, unproven boutique figures. Yep, I totally am with you, Star. There's a lot of stuff that I want released just so I can watch the review of it to see what I think. Paranoid should ship February, March. Kickstarter purchases come first, pre-orders next. Awesome, Mr. Matson. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was the Kickstarter that Mom went with, so we'll hopefully get that at some point soon. Well, March. So let's see. We've been chatting all this stuff. What do we got? You know what? Let's go to, we're already on BBTS. I want to be totally selfish and look up something I want to look up just because you guys keep bringing it up. And it is sold out, by the way, on BBTS. But I thought we better show this guy off because plenty of people are saying he's rad. And I tend to agree. I love the look of this thing. The only thing that bugs me, and it doesn't really bug me, it just made me laugh. You always hear about how pit bulls are these horrible dogs and everything. It would have been more fun if the pit had come with, I don't know, some unknown Joe character and it's a really good guy and the pit had a really smiley face or something. But nope, we got to give it to the Dreadnought, which just almost, it made me laugh because it felt too obvious. But yeah, Road Pig, I love that mask. And the fact that he's got an angry head, the fact that Raucus has this going on, so he's got another head, extra hands. Oh, you know what? Is this the hammer you guys were talking about? Like, for whatever reason, I completely forgot about this hammer. Like, I remembered the cinder block hammer, but is the hammer with the spikes the one that's going to be firing off all the flames? Harry, I have the OG Mezco Nosferatu on pre-order right now, and I'm excited. Dude, that's gonna be cool. A lot of people seem to love that thing. I've seen enough pictures where I'm pretty convinced it's cool. And the Nosferatu is one of those I've been looking at and thinking about for NECA as well. Good luck, Harry. That's an old figure. Yeah, but maybe it's going to be. I mean, I've never seen it look bad. It looks good to me every time I've seen it. Dang, I do like Tigra, and I can't wait for Savage Crucible's Ball and Chain Warrior. Oy vey. Too much stuff that I like in 2024. Yeah, and with New York Comic Con around the corner, I've got a feeling 2025 isn't going to be any easier on our Mr. Stabbies, guys. I need to make Toypixx make about $1 million between now and December. See what happens there. Let's see. Did you mean waitlist? Oh, yeah. I wonder if I should waitlist the Doc Knock. Probably not. I've got too much other stuff. Like I've got Daredevil on pre-order right now. Got the Minotaur and Bighorn this year from Combatants Fight for Glory. Love them. I love the Bighorn and the Minotaur. Which Minotaur did you get? Are you talking let's see, the Minotaurs, those are the ones that are, there's an orange one and a gray one, right? And the, let's see, the Bighorn is the red rhino, correct? Because, yeah, those things are beasts. Clearly, because Minotaur and red rhino. Yep, red. Ghost Tab. Figuart showed a premium Bandai exclusive. Figuart's Punk Jack Fever. I don't know what any of those words together means, like except Figuarts, but Punk Jack Fever. I don't know what that is. Gonna have to set up a top 10. Oh boy. Oh boy. Harry Matthew Matson, it converted. Oh, congrats, Harry. That's gonna be fun. Because like I said, I've not seen a bad picture of that Nosferatu. Sweet. I always wanted that fig. Ah, there we go. Star, I'm struggling to keep from getting pulled back into the Flame Toys Transformers. I'm struggling to not start those. Those are very cool. Had them all and sold them. Too expensive. Then they go and release my boy Starscream. This is not funny. Star, I totally get it, man. I completely understand. You know, the ones that I've been looking at from Flame Toys are the ones that were originally model kits, but then they made them as action figures as well. So I've been looking at the IDW Optimus Prime and let's see, what was it? The Lio Convoy and the Optimus Primal. I think those as action figures look really cool. They kind of have that MDLX feel just a little bit. Maybe not quite as worn possibly, but I really like the look of them. Ghost Tab, pit bulls are sweethearts. People take advantage of their loyalty and use it to make them violent. That's why they have a bad rep. Yeah, and I've also, tell me if you guys have heard this. I've heard that, like life kind of abuse and things like that. So, like when dogs are trained to be fighters, they're kind of abused and all that stuff. I've heard that that actually is passed down genetically. Have you guys heard that as well? Like it's almost, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I guess I described it as well as I could there, actually. Tragic. That mask is going to trick out. Let's see. I'm going to trick out. And yes, that is the hammer. Okay. Because, yeah, I completely forgot about that hammer. I remembered the mask, but I was just thinking of the old school cinder block. This hammer is wicked. The Toy Odyssey. Thank you for stopping by. MAFEX Cap is figure of the year. He's definitely up there. Yeah. I'm gonna have a difficult time with Cap because, like I was saying earlier in the stream, I sold off my Marvel Legends in 2021. Except I've got four of them, and one of them is HasLab Galactus. But all my Caps went with that sale, and Cap is the one character I was really missing from having in my collection. So I don't know if it's going to be that he's that great a figure come top 10 time or top 5 time or whatever, or that I'm just so stoked to have him back in the collection. So we'll see. But yeah, the argument for the MAFEX Cap being number one is definitely there for sure. Martin Vargas. Punk Jack is from Ultraman. Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know my Ultraman either. I'm telling you guys, terrible nerd, bad nerd. I don't want to graduate to terrible nerd. I'm going to keep it at bad nerd for now. Figuarts Common Rider Gates Punk Jack. There's also an Ultraman Punk Jack. Huh. I haven't heard of Punk Jack at all. I know what Ultraman looks like. See, anyone back the Kickstarter Spawn, a small struggling company like McFarlane needs our support. I did not, but I have to say, I really think that thing looks good. That medieval Spawn, that thing looks amazing. And it looks like it's going to come with all kinds of stuff. All right, folks, for those who are just joining, here is the question. What are your favorite figures of 2024 2024? 2024 so far. That's the news of the day. What we need to know. Yes, my Savage Sword of Conan Omnibus Volume 1 just came in massive tome. Ooh, how big is massive, Mr. Matson? Harry, I think pit bulls have traits that are bred into them by certain bad people. That's, I mean, yeah, I mean, it seems that pit bulls have that kind of, they've got that reputation because of that. But yeah, I do wonder, is it, I think it's, I heard that it's something like genetic. Like if there's a trauma that happens to a person, then they have a kid and somehow that trauma follows through onto that kid as well. And so I wonder, my gut is that would happen with pit bulls as well, which doesn't help the situation, you know? Let's see, it's in the breeding. If you breed aggressive dogs with aggressive dogs, you get aggressive dogs, right? That makes sense. There's a great documentary called Dogs Decoded. They show that with selective breeding, you can still pushing the buttons. With selective breeding, they can, let's see, domesticate a fox species and the physical features change to be more dog like. Oh, really? That's interesting. Thank you, sir. I had not heard that. I would think a fox would just always look like a fox if it were bred with other foxes, I suppose. Tragic. Same as my animal. Genetics memory is passed down. Very sad. They are overbred and they are awesome dogs. My wife was a vet tech for 15 years. I learned a lot from her. Man. Yeah, and yeah, that's these are the kinds of things that give a breed a bad rep. Like I don't think pit bulls are inherently bad, but we do what we can to make them that way, it sounds like. Dogs have animal instincts. It's less passed down and more they trigger their instincts. Example, when a pet hides inside a closet, it's animal instinct that makes them hide from predators in the wild. Okay, got it, Ghost Tav. That makes sense too. See, when they're sick. Okay, and that makes sense. Like when you go off and you hear an animal just went into the woods. See, Grizzlehorn, what's going on? Mezco Dick Tracy versus Flat Top is pretty awesome. Do we have, let's see, will BBTS have those? Because that's the first I've heard. Let's see. Hey, look at that. I mean, they're not in stock, but Mezco, or I'm sorry, BBTS does have them. I do like the look of Flat Top. I was never like I saw the Warren Beatty, Annette Bening, Dick Tracy movie. It was Annette Bening in there, wasn't it? I know it was Warren Beatty, was Dick Tracy, but I mean, it just didn't stick in my head so much, you know, and so I never really got into the old school Dick Tracy stuff. But apparently, it's got a massive fan base. These things tend to sell out, and you gotta love the old school, just totally square jaw going on Dick Tracy, you know. Dogs' instincts change with selective breeding. It's how we got dogs from wolves. Okay, that makes sense too. Ah, scroll, darn you. My gosh, I said darn. Dave, you are not a bad nerd. You are learning and making an effort to be a better nerd. Yeah, but I can't sell t shirts that say better nerd. I think I can sell t shirts that say bad nerd. Better nerd is just, it's just watering down the message. But I appreciate it, sir. I really am trying. It's hard though. There's so much stuff. With dogs, it's not trauma, it's levels of adrenaline, and that physically changes the features. Really? I had not heard that, Mr. Matson. That's interesting. Huh. I've never heard that adrenaline was involved when it came to that kind of thing. Let's see. All I know about dogs comes from Air Bud. I haven't seen Air Bud, so if that's where we're learning about dogs, you know more about them than I do. The nicest dogs I've known have been mixed breeds. Yep. I mean, that tends to be the case, I think. The mutts always tend to be the good ones. I mean, from my experience as well, but I'm sure, like, it sounds like plenty of people have had really good pits and all that stuff too. Dogs are pack animals and need to be with others. It's unnatural and cruel to not give them plenty of attention and companionship. That's why I don't have one. Not home enough to be healthy for it. I totally, my mom will sit here and she will talk about she wants to get a dog. And I mean, she's still not back at her place. I got here earlier than she did tonight. And I'm like, Mom, you don't have time to even walk the dog. So yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. I mean, she's got a cat, and we walk in, and the cat just wants to hang out right away. The Rockefellers created the Boston Terrier. They were bred to be dog fighters. They used the English Bulldog and the White Bulldog and made the Boston Terrier. I had no idea. Oh, those Rockefellers. They did a lot of stuff, but I didn't know they were into dog breeding. For me personally, MAFEX Nightfall Batman. Yeah, that one's pretty good too. You're talking about the Night Crusader, right? I know technically that's Nightfall, but they called the one that was Azrael Nightfall before. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's amazing. He's really cool. Like, I think if I were to judge the MAFEX right now, and keeping in mind I just got Captain America, I would go Captain America, Bane, Night Crusader. And I only put Night Crusader at number 3 because I have the Hush Batman, and that's not to say because Hush is far better. No, it's just I've already got the Mafex or a Mafex Batman. So that's why he'd probably dip down a little bit. And I love Bane, being that we finally have proof that Mafex can crush it on those bigger figures. I'm pretty excited about that. But again, Cap is the emotional favorite. And by the end of the year, I'll have Daredevil and possibly Phoenix as well. I was looking at my group shot of the Mafex figures of my Mafex figure collection. It's seriously lacking green. So I need to catch up and get Poison Ivy and Phoenix for sure. Sci-Fi George. I love my sound wave that comes with Buzzsaw, Rumble, and Ravage. For best action figure accessories, I have to say the Sorcerer Supreme Magic Accessory Set by Mugen Toys. Great stuff. Let's see. Is it Mugen or is it Mugen? And Sorcerer Supreme Magic Accessories. I'm guessing that's something that goes with Doctor Strange, but I'm not placing it right now. Lame sauce. I hate when that happens. Ghost Tab, you can sell t-shirts, nerd in progress. I like that, Ghost Tab. I like that. I might need to steal that. Although you just gave it to me, so maybe it's not stealing. See, that Dick Tracy is a great looking figure. Yeah, and like I said, I like the square job, the old school stuff. I think that's really cool. Harry, I raised a few dogs, 3 pits. They're no better dogs for family. They have such great empathy. Training them is really easy. As soon as they know what you want, it's trained. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, what did we have? We had a couple Jack Russells several years ago. Training them is harder. We got one of them was the runt, and don't ever get a runt Jack Russell. That's a problem. The other one was the nicest dog ever. He was actually hilarious. The runt was kind of psycho. Mr. Manson, I have 2 dogs. Both are super sweet. One is American Staffordshire Terrier, aka see Pity, but she looks like a lean greyhound, also super sweet. My Carolina dog is half wild, but a great dog. That sounds cool, man. I do enjoy dogs, but I'm the same as some other people where there's just not a lot of time. So I know I couldn't give a dog as much attention as it needed. Let's see, in progress. Sounds awesome. Ghost Tab, I've seen one video review of MAFEX Daredevil and it looks sus. Uh-oh. I don't like to hear that. What looks wrong with it? Let's see. Interested in those Muff toys, not Superman and not Cap figs. I don't know about. Okay, hold on, hold on. We're gonna go and find things. DC Comic. Okay, here we go. Don't worry, I'm coming back. I'll make sure to put this on the stream. I don't want to blow this too often. All right. Present. Ooh, I look washed out. Guys, I swear I'm kind of tan. All right. My toys. Go away. Go away, cookie notifications. All right, here's this Superman. Ooh, it's a Clark as well. I don't think, did I not know about this or? Okay, wait, does this one is a Clark, it looks like, that just has the Superman shirt underneath him, right? Let's see if I can find something here just while I'm on this site. While I'm on AliExpress. It looks like, is the Superman, well, hold on, what do we have here? No. Is the Muff Toys Superman just one that turns into Clark Kent, or am I just all over the place right now? MAFEX Daredevil looks like the best Daredevil I've seen, but that MAFEX cap looks so good. I gotta tell you, I know a lot of people were talking about the MAFEX cap before, just kind of saying, I don't know. I'm telling you guys, I swear MAFEX needs to get better people to take their photos because I've only been disappointed by 2 figures, and I've got 27 of them at this point. And those 2 figures are Thor, because he's just too small, very frankly, the comics Thor. And the other one is the Jean Grey, the 90s Jim Lee looking Jean Grey, just because it's like her shoulder area and where her hair is. Her hair, it's kind of, we all know, I mean, you guys remember how Jim Lee would draw hair. It was kind of poofy, sort of all over the place. This Jean's hair looks kind of flat, and I think that adds to just kind of the weird look of her shoulders and hair mess or whatever. It's kind of more difficult than I want it to be. But that means 25 MAFEX figures I've really dug, and almost none of them look fantastic in photos. So I'm just telling you, don't judge. It's terrible, but don't judge MAFEX figures on the photos, man. They're fantastic because that cap didn't look good, and that cap is amazing. He's not washed out or anything. Maybe it's the lighting, but the paint job for the MAFEX Daredevil looks off. I'll have to see when I get him. I'm definitely curious though, now that you said that. Mirage, Bandai just revealed real grade, right? RG Shining Gundam. Very happy right now. Models are another thing. Like sometimes I look at a model online and I'm going, maybe I should add that to the cool figures thing. And then I'm going, oh, there's already so many I've put up. And it takes a lot of time. I'm interested in the Mummy Mommy Milkers, but doesn't it come until, let's see, 2025? I don't know. Oh, that one, the Grisa. Maybe? Yeah. The Mummy Grisa or the Grisa, I can't remember. I don't know. I would assume so. Just because it just recently went up for pre-order. There's a full blue suit one. Hella buff. All right, I'll see if I can find that. The one I'm really curious about is I didn't know somebody else was making a Captain America. Muff has a few Superman ones. Oh, the Kingdom Come soups. Okay, Harry. Was that Muff Toys that did that? Because, yeah, if that's the one I'm thinking of, that thing looked amazing. Let's see, Mummy Mommy Milkers. That's easy to say really fast. Mummy Grisa, I think is what that one's called. All right, hang on. Let me see if I can find. Let's see. Scroll down a bit. Original McFarlane DC. Oh, that must be a statue. Might be they just don't have that one. Oh, wait a sec. Is this is the Kingdom Come one, right? Yeah, this thing's amazing. Hang on, I'll click that so you guys can see this one. Yeah, this is just a killer Superman figure. And is this the second one? Did somebody else make a Superman as well? Like a Kingdom Come Superman? Because this one looks different than the promo shots I saw before. Although I think it was the same company that made this Shazam. Wait, and I just did that. Hang on, guys. Sorry, I didn't realize that that opened in a totally different window. Give me a sec. That one was my bad. Whew. That would be. Here we go. All right, this Superman here. Didn't somebody else make this one as well? Like a Kingdom Come Soups? God, that does look good though. That Shazam looks amazing. Yeah. Yeah, both look amazing. But I'm a little off track here just because we were looking for the other one. So much dead air. What am I doing? See, it's called National Defender. Got it. All right, I'll check that out. Thank you, sir. All right, Toys National Defender. Dope. We've got gloves. Let me see if just National Defender does. Oh, wait, there was National Defender figure. Ah, here we go. Oh, my. All right, hang on. I'll go share this screen. Let me make sure, before I share the screen, let me make sure that's going to let me show you guys this. All right, cool beans. That's right, cool beans. Whoop. I should never do that. Dang it. Stop opening in a new tab. I'm gonna have to kick AliExpress. There's so much anger right now with me. I'm such an angry guy. All right, here we go. Now we're good. Oh, this thing's a beast. This is basically Frank Miller style. Yep, Frank Miller style for sure. I like how they edited out the S so we can't tell at all who it's supposed to be. That's the problem with ordering something like this, guys. It's a total mystery figure. We have no idea what we're getting. Man, it comes with a lot of stuff, though. Yeah, that is pretty cool. All right, better get back to the chat. Did you see the Mezco Captain America? I did see the Mezco Captain America. That went up for pre order, what, a couple months ago? That thing looks like a beast. Yeah, I got that Kingdom Come Superman. Yeah, it looks good. It looks really good. I'm wondering if there were different promo shots than what I was seeing there. Pop Mart. Is that where one should order these from? Harry, I like the Mezco Superman the best so far. He comes with plenty of stuff. That's one thing that I can never fault Mezco on. Let's see. Gotta run. Have a good night, Mr. Matson. Thank you for stopping by. That's one thing I can never bust Mezco for is just how good it is with all the parts that they come out with. All right, I want to check now. Let's get rid of this soups. You said, what's the Captain America called? I mean, I'll try just Captain America anyway. And see if it comes up. But it did not. So yeah, what's the cap? I'd like to see someone like SHF go back and do figs of the Kryptonians like General Zod from Man of Steel. I love the looks of those guys. Love the movie too. The looks of those did look pretty good. Night night. It's 1:30 a.m. here. Good show, Dave. 1:30 a.m. Good night, man. And thank you very much for spending some time with us tonight. I appreciate it. Have a great night. Get plenty of sleep. Sleep is one of those cool things. Harry, no one else makes a smiling Superman. That's key. That is key. I do want a smile on my soups. Somebody just needs to make that head sculpt and just sell it for every kind of Superman. Try. I bet that would work. I did type Captain America and nothing showed up though. Sci-Fi George, the Sorcerer Supreme magic accessories set is based on all the magic featuring or magic FX done by Doctor Strange and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness movie. Oh, Sorcerer Supreme magic accessories set. Let's see. Since I can't find Cap, Sorcerer Supreme magic accessories. Would it be okay? Hold on, hold on. Ah, here we go. You said it was Mugen, right? Sorcerer Supreme, Takara Tony. All right. I just clicked on something. We'll see what that does. And oh wow. All right, I saw it. And now I'm just not going to share it with anybody. I'm kidding. Here we go. That is crazy. All right. I got to slow down on that. That thing got huge. Takara Tony, Strange, Sorcerer Supreme Magic Set, new color. All right, so we might not be looking at the original. Wow. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's as simple as the same things in different colors. Maybe. Well, maybe actually it is. It might be the same things in different colors. This is crazy. Oh, wow. And it says in the upper right hand corner MAFEX, SHF, ML. So that must mean you can use these hands and everything with everybody. That is insane. It was available on the 5K Toys site. I don't have a Doctor Strange, so I'm feeling okay about not having it. But if I did have a Doctor Strange, I would not feel okay about not having that. That is insane. Hard to sleep now. I keep thinking I keep thinking that as soon as I doze off, then all of the SHF Star Wars figures at HLJ will become available, and I'm asleep. I'm telling you. Here's what I think you should do, Star. All right, you should maybe. So here's what I'm thinking because I've gotten up way too early. Like I've totally thrown off my sleep a couple times now by getting up at 3 in the morning to try and get Star Wars figures, right? I think my sleep and my sanity might be worth the extra 10, 15, $20 that it's going to cost to go to something like an Amazon Japan or to get it later on. Or there's also this, right? Here we go. There's also that once these things drop, you just stock those stores as much as possible and you try and grab them. But I'm telling you, don't lose sleep over these things. They're awesome, and I can't wait till I get my Yoda. But oh, getting up like that and then trying to go back to bed and losing all the sleep. I don't know. I think at this point, I'm kind of thinking it's not worth it. Maybe I don't know though. That could just be me. Yep, that's it. That thing's ridiculously cool. Oops. Try Karama Toys. They have figure art Star Wars. Yep. We've talked about Karama, and I totally forgot. You know what? Actually, guys, first off, in case you haven't seen, here, give me a sec. We got Mirage. Let's see, Kojima Productions is a part of new toy line with Takara. What's Kojima Productions? Yes, the Metal Gear Hideo Kojima. It's the Joyman American Soul War Hero. Just checked. Good night. Good night. Love a nice figure. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. See you next time. Joyman American Soul War Hero. All right. Joyman American Soul War Hero. If I see this right away, all right. We've got it. So we're going to close out the strange stuff, which is rad. And I was going to tell you guys before I got, sidetracked, because I'll do that. Tonight, what we're talking about is what our favorite figures of the year are so far. So let me know in the comments what your favorite figure of the years are, or of the year are. Figures. Okay, let's start over. Let me know in the stream here. Just typing in the chat what your favorite figures of the year are so far. Let us know, because this stuff's all very rad. And then after we look at this, and I'm saying this so you guys will remind me in case I forget, we're going to go over to Karama Toys because I've never been there before and I want to see what they've got going on. So here we go. Here is the Muff Toys Captain America. Oh, whoa. Okay. We've got a skull head and a skull head. Wait a second. And still a skull head. And that's an H up there, it looks like, instead of an A. Let's see. Okay, I think what we're getting here, we're not really getting what we would think of as a traditional Captain America. We're getting a skull head guy. I'm kind of curious about what other heads would fit on him, though. Yeah, it looks like it's all skull heads. But I love that he's got the shields. I love the Tommy gun. He's got plenty of hands. I mean, he looks cool. He just isn't Captain America with the skull head. All right. So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to look up Karama Toys because Ghost Tab brings them up, and I've never gone there, and I should. I want to know what all the good stuff is. How long has Karama Toys been around? I mean, I assume they're fairly reputable, but I want to make sure. Star Ghost Tab, I need to try that. Something's gotta give. It even has magnets, LEDs, comes with batteries, and even some blue tack. Wow. Yeah, that's a really sweet set. Which Doctor Strange do you have? Just curious what ones gets to play with all those crazy effects. Star, I've used them. They are legit. Raj, it is called Altered Nano, and the designs are indeed very Metal Gear Solid esque, specifically the cyborgs. Huh, that might be something to check out too. Ghost Tab, glad to hear that. Credibility is huge. Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. Especially like you feel like you're safe with a pre-order and then you lose money. I've lost a couple $100 on that. Let's see, when did that happen? Last year? No, it was earlier this year. I thought I had Poison Ivy and the MDLX Hot Rod coming my way. Nope, I lost $200 instead. Sci-Fi George, Joyman is also doing a Dark Knight Returns line with Superman, Joker, and Batman in armor, all under different names. Yeah, the Dark Knight Returns line, Joyman. Wait, no, I was looking at Muff Toys, not Joyman. I'll have to check some of that stuff out. I need to stay on top of those third parties a little better than I have been. Ghost Tab Karama Toys also sells premium Bandai exclusives. Nice. I know I hear that, and Hobby Genki sells the amazing Yamaguchi exclusives, it sounds like. So these are just good things to know. Only downside is that they might charge the shipping method, so it might go higher in, or they might change the shipping method, so it might go higher in price. You mean they might change the shipping method after you've ordered? And this is, I think you were talking about that, where because they realize, you know what, we can't ship this figure at that one, so we have to use a different method. I've used Karama Toys for about 7 years. Okay. So they've definitely been around for a little bit. That's definitely good to know. Star, what is Karama's payment options? Are they PayPal only? You know, that's probably getting answered, but I'm curious about that as well. Let's see. What do we have? Contact about payment policy. Let's look at that. Let's see. PayPal Express, checkouts, and credit cards are provided for PayPal or by PayPal. Okay, so it looks like PayPal's the way. Let's see. Offline payment methods, offline banks via wire transfer. Huh. Well, there you go. Ghost Tab, they are PayPal and credit card. Okay, credit card via PayPal. It was firing off. That's rad. If I remember correctly. I like being on the site and being able to answer the question right away. Let's see. Karamazov has MAFEX Rogue on pre-order. What? Karamazov or Karama Toys? I haven't heard of the other one. The other one sounds Russian. I doubt we can order much from them in the States. Sci-Fi George, I have the Marvel Legends Doctor Strange. I've been using them with the Doctor Strange and Wang or Wong 2-pack. It's available on Amazon. Clearly, I've been thinking about Blade Master Wang way too much. That sounds horrible, no matter how I spin that. But that's awesome because that Wong figure looks awesome, and the Doctor Strange looks really good too. So I bet those effects just bump them up like mad. See, excellent. Exactly. When I order Figuarts, I pick the cheapest shipping method. When it arrives, they would tell me that it won't work to the States and have to pick the next tier. So I pay extra, but maybe for, let's see. Okay, got it. Because, yeah, it's always good to learn about more stores, you know? I found a place overseas not long ago. They had everything in stock. Awesome. Then I see that they only accept PayPal. I closed my PayPal account after they went political. So, sad day indeed. Let me see. Okay, so now I'm on Karama. Let's go back home. I want to type in. All right, we're going to solve this right now, Star. Let's see what we've got. Whoa, that's a lot of results for Star Wars or SH Figure Art Star Wars. All right, let's see what we've got here. Hey, if anybody wants George Jar Jar, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, out of stock. Never mind. Okay, you can order the new Anakin, it looks like. Anakin from Ahsoka. There you go, guys. Let's see. USD 98.90 plus whatever the shipping is. So he is there. You can get Anakin. Now let's see about some others. Ooh, you know what? Ooh, this one's still available, IG-11? Man, I might need to come to Karama Toys quite a bit. Ahsoka. All right, why am I not seeing the others? You know what? Let's try this. SH. You guys like how I narrate when I type? SH Figure Arts. What's another one? Let's look up Yoda. See if they've got him. The one with the cloth. Pre-order now. We can get Yoda still on Karama Toys. So game on there. Now I gotta find. No, I don't want to use the iPhone as a webcam. Go away. Let's see if I type that okay so it knows what I was after. Here is the Dennis Quaid Han Solo. Pre-order now. You're good on him as well. Ah, out of stock. I wanted to click on the other one to see about him. And then we just need Chewie, correct? SH Figure Arts, Chewbacca. Which one? There you go. So, yep, Karama Toys does have them all. Ghost Tab. I didn't know PayPal went political. Yeah, I didn't either. I try so hard to stay out of all of that. Ouch. Yeah. Nice. Sweet. Yes. Yes. Again. There you go, man. They've got them all. So if you want them, go for them. And anybody else that's missing these things, they're all there. These are the things that I like to provide. We talk about the best figures in 2024, and we also make sure that everybody can find the ones that they're looking for. And the Star Wars Figure Arts figures are always ones that people need to find. But what do we got right now? It's 8:50. Guys, I'm going to close this off at 9 o'clock my time, so another 10 minutes. So anybody else have any other figures you're looking for, any you're looking forward to, or any other figures you can think of that are some of your absolute favorites of 2024 so far? Because I'll tell you right now, Where I'm looking, I'm really liking the retros that I've gotten from G.I. Joe. As much as I like the new modern looks, I really like Duke, Cobra Commander, and Scarlet. And then the MAFEX figures, obviously, they're always favorites. I love my Usagi Yojimbo 4 pack, and then the Kirby figure. I love all that stuff. Skeletor is hilarious to have just because he's the perfect meme Skeletor. So I'm pretty excited about him. And there's so much good stuff that's come out this year. I'm just currently happy because of the reveals from the hobby show. Oh man. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good. I'm gonna have to look that stuff up too, aren't I? We're gonna probably end up having to talk about that on Monday. Ghost Tab, thank you for the tip. Yeah, thank you, Ghost Tab. Karama Toys looks like they're pretty it's a good place to look for sure. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm trying to think of anybody else. The Night Crusader Batman, the Captain America, and then when I get Daredevil, is he going to throw everything off? The problem with MAFEX figures when you're trying to figure out a top 10 is they make definitive versions of characters. And because they make definitive versions of characters, it almost comes down to what's your favorite character more so than what's the best figure, you know? And I don't know. That's what makes like a MAFEX top 10 so difficult, or even a top five. Just throwing them into your best of 2024 at all. No worries. Always like to pass the knowledge. But yeah, as I try and come up with this stuff, I'm not coming up with much outside of those because in large part I haven't gotten like the only Jada figure I've gotten this year has been this repaint Chun-Li. So obviously she can't count. I need to get Mega Man. I would get I'm gonna get the fire eating Cheetos Chester or whatever, the flaming hot Chester, but again, he'd be a repeat. So we'll see. We'll see how the how the year shakes out. I need to get over there before my wife gets home tonight. I hate having to order my figs clandestinely. Do it. Do it now. Get to the chopper. Ghost Tab, just like with any other store, don't over order. Test them and see how you like them. That's a good call, too. Sci-Fi George, Weapon Kit GPO1 is another fun accessory kit that's based off of Captain America, the Winter Soldier. It has all of Bucky's weapons, ammo, and blood effects, plus blood effects for Wolverine. What? All right, hang on. Weapon Kit GPO1. All right. When I heard Wolverine, that sounded like I was trying to do what is it? Christopher Walken impression. When I heard Wolverine, GPO1, I think, right? Hang on, let me make sure I typed that correctly. Let's see, weapon kit GPO1. So yeah, that should have gotten me there. Oh, weapon X. Hang on, that's what I did wrong. Is this? Ah. Okay, I'm guessing this is it. Hang on, let me make sure and share the screen once I grab it. There it is. Present. Oh, that's all kinds of blood effects. Wow. So you put like the blood effect around somebody's neck and then have Wolverine look like he's slicing right through, I would assume. Ooh, the weapons look really good. Ooh, hate to see that. Oh, there's the slash effects. Oh, that's a great shot of everything. Sci-Fi George, I appreciate the heads up. This stuff's cool. I had no idea it was even a thing. Star Ghost Tab Wise. Will do. Yep. Yeah, it's always tough. I tried Hobby Genki. I think you guys, most of you were probably here when I was talking about that. And the case showed up, or the box showed up beat up. And to their credit, they followed me on Twitter and they were like, hey, what can we do to make it up for you or to you? So that was cool. And then a lot of people in the comments said, hey man, don't use this as your barometer for Hobby Genki. They really are good, legit, and all that stuff. So luckily they have a really good reputation. It also comes with magnets, a figure stand, and blue tack. That's insane. I love that these things are coming with blue tack. Like I use just regular, it's like a gray putty when I'm doing this stuff, but it's awesome that some of these actually come with that. Not to be confused with a Gundam from Stardust Memory. I need to look into Gundam more. I know what was it? Gundam Wing. I remember watching that, but I don't remember it very well. The ones I remember were the original 3 Gundam movies, and I thought those were incredible. Yeet. See, you're welcome. Much, much appreciated, man. That's a cool set. See, I've been using Hobby Genki lately. Happy with them. Yeah, I mean, like I said, everybody came to their defense. They were like, no, no, man, don't judge them on this. I know it sucks, but they're really legit. They do a great job. So I will definitely give them a shot in the future for sure. What we got here? Any other figures, guys? Anything that we're missing? Pick one anime and watch an episode. Set small goals. Go stab. That's a good plan. Maybe sit down because there's like 5 or 6 that I've been thinking, which should I start with? What I should probably do is watch one episode from each of those and then get a move on. Decide based on that. Try magician's wax instead of blue tack. Harry, magician's wax, huh? What's the I mean, obviously wax, but like, is there a difference in consistency or does it harm the figure less? Like, what's the advantage of magician's wax? A really good Gundam anime is War in a Pocket or Gundam 00. Huh, okay. War in a Pocket. I hadn't heard of that one. Really? I got you. I got you. See, what anime you want to watch? I've heard so much about so many, and I don't know anything about any. So I'm not even sure. So, like, I've heard I should check out One Piece. I should check out Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, Dragon Ball Z, stuff like that. Stuff that obviously they're making action figures of. Chainsaw Man. I've heard I should check that out. There's all kinds of stuff that it sounds like I should check out. That's why I'm so lost. But what you said there was brilliant. Just be like, you know what? I'm going to watch one and I'll go from there. And if I like it, I'll keep watching. If I don't, I'll move to the next one. You don't have to use very much and it sticks really well. Oh, thanks, Harry. All right. I might check that out. There used to be a magician shop in the town that I live in, but I'm not sure if it's there anymore. I've been using museum jelly. Pretty decent so far. There's a lot of things here. All right, guys. It is 9 o'clock. Let me get to this last one from Ghost Tab here real quick. One Piece is really good, but it takes some episodes to get really good. That's all right. That's all right. I've heard great things when it comes to One Piece. Let's see. They use it in magic shows for sleight of hand tricks. Amazon has it. Ah, Baki too. Uh-oh. All right. All right, guys. It's time for me to go. So thanks as always for stopping by and chatting. It's great to hear about all the different figures that everybody digs. It's really cool. I like the totally different perspective from everybody. It makes it a lot more fun. So that's what I've got. So until next time, thanks again for stopping by and hanging out. And hey, have fun. Happy snapping. See ya.